I lay still with a looming song. I might spend too much time alone, nurturing till it grow full blown. I like losing myself, then I don't say words, just a thought is enough. I see me OBE when we touch, come and go as I please, body jump. I feel weak on my feet when I
Trucker.
Oh, whoa. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh. What's up, gang? Welcome back to the YouTube. Today's video. Oh, steak and a baked potato. But what's up, gang? Welcome back to the YouTube. Today we're going thrifting because I don't have much else to be doing with my life, and I already lifted today, and this was the only day that me and Jake could film, and we want to do something a little different, something that's not just lifting. So we're gonna hit a couple thrift shops, and then I'm gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna post on my Instagram story right now Q&A questions. So I mean, you guys can't just like see this and then go to my Instagram story. So like, hopefully people will ask me some good questions on my Instagram story, and then I'll come back here. You guys will see what I make for dinner, and yeah, I'll sit down, eat dinner, and make a Q&A. I got 2 bagels in the toaster right now. We bulking, baby. So that's meal 4, and dinner will be meal 5. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I prep 3 pounds of beef at a time.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really excited for dinner. This beef tastes so good, and I throw in a little Greek yogurt. That's the secret. You guys might say, "Ew, that's nasty," but it's fucking good. Okay.
The secret
Leave me alone.
sauce. Meal 5.
Meal 4.
4.
Meal 4. How are we looking? Bigger?
A little bit.
I have no pump right now.
No pump, no downlighting.
No, this is just raw physique.
Hell yeah. Cue the clip to the to the thrift. My bad.
All right, we pulled up. I've been to this thrift store about 30 times, and sometimes it's a hit or miss, so we're gonna walk in there, see what we can find. I like this one specifically because they have like underground brands that'll sell to them, and then like they'll like continue to, like the underground brands will continue to sell to like this thrift store specifically. So it's kind of a retail store, it's kind of a thrift store, but it's kind of sick overall. Prices aren't too bad. So let's get in there and see what we can find. I'm looking for some cool t-shirts today, or, you know, a dope hoodie, maybe some new pants. But overall, the number one thing I'd give you guys tips on as far as looking for stuff in thrift stores is that if it's over 20 bucks, just don't pay for it. Like, it's just not worth it. You're at a thrift store, dude. And most of the time, these prices are negotiable. So if you really like a piece and it's expensive, just be like, hey, yo, I only have X amount of cash on me. Can we work it out? And most of the time, they'll hook you up. So let's get in there. They had a Harley Davidson pullover, but they want 40 bucks. Fuck that. All right, first find. I like these because you can turn them into hoodies. Not like hoodies, but you can turn them into hoods that you can like wear on top of a t-shirt. If you go to a rave or something like that, these make a great accessory. So I keep finding them at this thrift store specifically. You guys have never really seen me wear them because it's not like summertime. And I pretty much only ever exclusively wear these when it's like super freezing or super hot. So weather's always nice in California, bro. And I haven't been to a rave in forever, so. So thrift store number 1 was a fucking bust. But I'm about to teach you guys how to tie these real quick.
He's going to become a babushka.
You put it over your head like this. Make sure that it's like even. You put it down. Then you pull one side about that far. Put it around your neck. Then you
just pull as hard as you can.
loosen them up, make sure that they're even. Then you go this side through.
Hey.
And then you put the other side through. And with the slack that's left, you're gonna loosen it up a little bit. You should be able to pull up this little bit like that. And then you just even out the sides a little bit, even the neck out, and now you have a little babushka hood. So we're headed to the next thrift store. It's been a bust so far, so let's look for what we can find. It's kind of late, so we're gonna hit as many as we can, probably only like 1 or 2 more. All right, thrift store number 2. I already know I'm gonna get questions in the fucking comments being like, what is this thing? It's a dental chew. And I chewed the shit out of it, so it's all fucked up, but.
Wait, is that a new one or the one that you dropped?
No, that's the new one. like, don't worry about it. I have 2 of them on me, and I dropped one in the store, and so Jake was a little concerned there. I might be getting like hepatitis or something, but yeah, I don't know. I use them every once in a while. I bought like a 20 pack when I was in college, and I still have a few of them left. So, next thrift store. This place has really awesome stuff and also really good deals. I used to come here in high school all the time because they had shirts for like $1. They had shirts for like $2. So let's get in there, see what we can find. Oh, there's no trombone. Trombone case with no trombone. I was gonna buy the trombone.
Got baited.
Huh?
Got baited.
Literally baited, dude. If you're ever into like a big ass like selection of places, like or a big ass selection, just look at the very tops where the hangers touch. And if you see a design that you think is cool, like, well, those are all dress pantses. Dress pantses. Dress pants. So, if you find a design you like, okay, look, these are red. Low key might be tough. Never mind.
He was wrong.
I was wrong. Other than that, just keep looking, bro. I promise you'll find something. Second store is also a bust.
Big ol' L.
It's kind of unfortunate when you come thrifting like late because all the like sweaty thrifters, like I say sweaty, but like all the thrifters that like sweat at thrifting
come too much Fortnite.
Yeah, they come like first thing in the morning. So what I'm mainly looking for is a pair of cowboy boots, and I can't find shit. So
to the next store.
On to the next. All right, third store.
Third
Like
left
I said,
charm.
we're still looking for cowboy boots, so that's the first thing we're gonna look at. And we're gonna go to the men's section and check out what they got.
Tommy found a goated find right now. Is it like knitted in there too?
It's embroidered, dude.
What? That's crazy. Dude. Coming soon. No.
Alright guys, I think I found my new pants. Official beaver hunter.
Whoa.
I think I can stunt with these. What do you think?
Mid lift with those on. Crazy.
Could never lift with that shit, bro. Yeah, that's absolutely happening. Getting this.
Let's go.
$8 club. It's like one of the only clubs I needed. I need this and a driver, and then I'll be good. All right, we have one last hope. We're in the next town over from my hometown, so we're gonna go back to my hometown and hit the only thrift in my hometown before closing hours at 8. But I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the amount I've been golfing. I found a golf club that I've been looking for. It's a 55-degree iron. I was looking for a 60 or a 52, and I found a 55, which is close enough. It's like a sand wedge, and yeah, I needed a sand wedge and a driver to complete my clubs, and so this is going directly into my trunk. It's at the thrift. Last hope. I don't really think we're gonna find anything because I come to this thrift store often and there's never anything cool here. So we're just gonna fuck around. Why not?
I hope for the best. The Incrediphone.
This is Mr. Incredible. Understood. He said you get no bitches. Dude, we picked the wrong day to go thrifting.
Big ol' L.
That sucked, dude.
Bus
Anyway.
on top of bus.
We're gonna go get some food and then head back to mine for a little Q&A, because I don't know what else to do for this video, because I'm not gonna lift tomorrow, probably not. But depending on what me and Jake's schedules look like, we could continue this video into tomorrow, but I'll let you guys know soon. Man, I don't fucking know. Like, we went to 4 or 5 thrift stores, and yeah, just a bust. So let's get back to the crib. Honey, where's my super soup?
It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's exhausting, bro. Alright, so obviously we're back in my crib. I'm gonna do a little Q&A because I feel like I haven't done one in forever, which is true. I haven't done one in like 16 videos or like 15 videos. It's been a minute. So yeah, I asked you guys on my Snapchat story. I know I said I was gonna do it on Instagram earlier, but I forgot. From Augie, one of my boys, one of the people that has followed me for a very, very long time. He said, what got you into lifting? I think that this is kind of a loaded question because it's not exactly like one thing that got me into lifting. It was kind of like a lifestyle change. When I was in high school, I discovered what weightlifting was because I was playing football. We were doing a lot of compound lifts in school because I don't know if you guys have played football, but if you have, then you know that pretty much the only thing that really counted in football as far as lifting goes was like squat, clean, and deadlift. So we did a lot of that. I ended up injuring myself my junior year of high school trying to deadlift 405, and I got a double sciatica. Kind of was turned off from the idea of lifting because I didn't understand that there was a different way to lift besides like functional lifting for football. So when I got out of my relationship in the end of senior year of high school, I ended up falling back into love with lifting because I was like, I get to choose what I want for my body, and I get to like build my arms, I get to build my chest, I get to build my back. It's not just all focused on, you know, functionality, all that good stuff. So that ultimately got me into lifting. I had already been lifting during high school, but I kind of had one of these arcs where I was like, dude, I need to get back in control of my life. Like, I need to get bigger. Like, I just need to, you know, be a better man, yada, 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 because my ex was really toxic and that relationship just wasn't the healthiest. And I realized what I wanted for myself only after I got out of that relationship. So anyways, my advice to you in this specific category would just be, just make sure that if you're dating that you have a healthy relationship with your partner, because if you don't and you're realizing some early warning signs, just get the fuck out of there, bro. Trust me. All right, question number 2, who is your inspiration? I've said this before and I will say it again, and I will say it every day till the day I die. My mom is my inspiration. She's my number one. When she had nothing and she was homeless, she built herself out of, you know, hard work and determination and made something of her life. And I think that that's very inspiring to me, as well as my dad. My dad, you know, came from very, very, very humble beginnings and built himself up. You know, ultimately he became a business owner and, you know, made enough money to support a 5-person family and stuff like that. So they are my inspirations for sure. As far as posting content goes, Max Taylor is my inspiration because his style of content was the style of content I wanted to model mine after. And ultimately, I feel like I've done that. I've been able to, you know, communicate with you guys through YouTube pretty frequently, and now I'm working with Jake, which is super cool.
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna come out to AZ sometime this or next year? I will likely be competing in AZ next year during July or August. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Germ just moved to Arizona, so I will be visiting him every once in a while. And to all my AZ homies, when I come out to AZ, I'll be posting about it, my Instagram and my Snapchat. So hit me up. Maybe we'll get something going. Maybe we can get a meet and greet going on in like Flagstaff or Phoenix. I'm trying to start a cut. Do you have any tips / what do I eat and how do I maintain my cut, or what workouts should I do? Hayden, listen, cutting is one very simple aspect of life, and that is a caloric deficit. Nothing else matters. So make sure that you are hitting your protein goal first and foremost, and that you are training with intensity so that you can stimulate the muscle as much as possible while also taking enough protein to keep the muscle alive and not losing. Other than that, if you're going to take calories from any macro group, I would say take out your carbs. Don't take out all of your carbs, but certainly don't take from your fats. Make sure that you are above 70 to 75 grams, and eat 1.3 to 1.4 times your body weight per gram. Yeah, just do cardio 3 to 4 times a week, maybe 5 to 6 times a week, depending on how slow your metabolism is. I think the cutting honestly is easier than bulking.
High key. All I did was like 20 minutes on the bike every session. It was easy.
Yeah. What's the best cheap food for a cut in college? All right, listen, I'm about to put y'all on. You can go to any grocery store and get a 25-pound bag of white rice for like 20 bucks. Then you get your beef. You can find you can find beef packaged between 3 to 10 pounds, and sometimes you can get it for like $1 a pound. Then you get some oatmeal. Oatmeal's really cheap, and try to go to like a food pantry or something like that and see if they have protein powder for pretty cheap. And yeah, honestly, that's all you're gonna need. Cutting is super easy. You just gotta figure out where your maintenance is at and then eat 300 to 500 below that. How to grow on social media. All right, Jake, this is the #1 way to grow on social media. Consistency. That's literally it. As much as you're posting, make sure that you continue that exact posting amount every day. You can't give up. And social media is kind of the one thing that, like, it's a snowball effect. So the more you post, the more you stay consistent, your numbers will grow and grow and grow and grow. But the minute you stop, that snowball hits a wall and you lose all momentum. If you're gonna want to grow on social media, just make sure that you're staying consistent.
I thought you were talking to me right now.
Oh, no.
He said that, I was like, oh, for sure. I'll listen up.
Where is the #1 place you'd want to live? That's a really excellent question. I could never really see myself permanently living anywhere else but the United States, just because I was born and raised here and because of the advantages that come with being a US citizen. I would likely never want to permanently live anywhere else, but if I could choose a state, likely somewhere like Colorado or Montana, where I can own a large plot of land somewhere in the mountains and have 4 seasons and own some farm animals, be able to raise my family and, you know, live with my wife in the future, just in like a quieter area, or, you know, where I grew up. I think that the town that I grew up in is really suitable for, you know, raising kids, having a family, stuff like that, because it's super close to downtown LA, but it's also close to the beach and it's close to Big Bear, and it's just a good spot in California. And I'm definitely blessed that my parents moved us out here when I was really young. So yeah, probably here. What's your favorite Bible verse? Okay, I don't really have a favorite Bible verse, but I have explained this in the past. If you are new to the Bible, or you are new to getting into talking about God, or even really you don't know who God is and you want to understand what that means for yourself, I would encourage you to read the Gospels. My favorite Gospel is Matthew. And other than that, read a book like Romans. Romans will explain kind of who God is and how to have a relationship with God. What I would tell you guys is that, you know, Jesus is really for everybody. You know, if you haven't found yourself in a spot where you're comfortable talking about God, or you're comfortable, you know, acknowledging your relationship with God, etc., you know, that's okay. I was there when I was 17. And it's kind of hard. It's a hard place to be, especially when you feel like a spiritual uncomfortability about like the subject of God, etc., because it just kind of weighs on your heart. But if you believe something else, I encourage you to lean into that. It's not for everybody. I tell people that it is for everybody because that's what I believe. But if you have a belief system that works for you, I'm not going to fight you on it. You know, I'm happy that you're happy. And above all else, what Jesus is about is love. And when I go out, I want to be known for how well I was able to love other people. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know or comment and I will get back to you. What's the fastest way to gain weight? Yo, all right, listen, you're gonna wanna triple down on your carb intake. Make sure you're hitting your protein goal but triple down on your carb intake. Like when I was peak bulk last year, like even right now I'm eating 300 to 500 grams of carbs a day. Peak bulk last year, I was eating like 500 to 600 grams of carbs, like 230 grams protein, like 110 grams of fat. Like I was just eating. The number one way to gain weight is to fucking eat, and make sure that you're training 4 to 6 times a week and training really, really hard. With that much food in your system, you should be able to train like a maniac. All right, how has social media changed your outlook on life? Personally, I think that social media is kind of like the world's biggest sausage factory. Once you know how the sausage is made, you kind of never want to eat sausage again. I have felt since I was a kid that I'm a very old soul, a very traditional person. I think that not necessarily traditional in any sort of certain beliefs, but traditional as in like I just want genuine connection with people, and I crave deeper, less shallow versions of connection with people. And I think that that is oftentimes not really viewed as the right way to go when it comes to having like friendships or even really talking to somebody romantically through social media. There's a large sense of ingenuity in just about everything with social media. So from everything that I do, I try and do it 100% of my genuine self, and I think that that is something that I can be proud of. But social media definitely showed me what it means to really be faced with controversy and overcome that, and I think that's a really important skill for young men and women to learn. So I think that my number one takeaway from social media is just be yourself. Don't try and be somebody else to impress people. Don't try and, pretend to be somebody that you're not. Don't try and show a front. Don't try and lie, because in the end, it's just not going to work out well, and you're not going to be happy. Just be you, be confident in yourself, and don't let the world change you. All right, and my last question is, who are the most important people in your life that you have met from social media? Tommy Brown, Larry Gonzalez, Baj, and the other people in my sphere that I've chosen to call my friends, like Jake, a couple other people. I've just noticed that out of social media, you're gonna find the people that are like you, and you're also gonna find the people that are in the same sphere as you. So when it comes to developing meaningful connection with people, a few of the people that I've been able to really do that with is like Tommy Brown. I literally consider him to be my twin, my brother. We share the same name. We've had some crazy similarities in our past without ever having met each other in the future. So I think that that's definitely God kind of giving me somebody that I can rest on, and a brother to be built back and forth with. Larry's kind of like my older brother. Larry and I have a really cool relationship, and I think that God put him in my life to be able to have somebody that teaches me what life is really supposed to be about. And Baj is, if there was platonic soulmates, it's definitely him. Baj is my boy. I love that fool to death. Him and I met on TikTok Live. 4 months after that, he was in LA visiting me for the first time. A year after that, I was in Houston visiting him for the first time. So Baj, if you're watching this, I love you, man. And yeah, I think that it's important, especially when connecting with anybody, to make sure that you are doing what you can to be genuine, and check up on your friends. Make sure that your friends are okay. Check up on their mental. They may not want to talk to you about it, and that's okay, but just make sure that you are asking the questions. Make sure that you are doing your part. I always say, if you want a genuine connection with people, make sure that you are communicating with them. Communication is ultimately the number one most important thing in this life. I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. I have a photo shoot with Tyler at 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the PM. What's up, gang? We were gonna do something else to finish off this vlog, but I couldn't think of anything. But there's this awesome driving range next to my crib, so figured we'd come try it out. $8 for 65 balls, pretty solid deal. It's also freezing in California. I know that all the people that live in different states are gonna be like, oh, it's not that cold. Dude, I'm cold, okay? It's like 50 degrees outside, all right? And it's windy as shit, so I'm cold. We got this club yesterday, from the thrift store.
Oh, that looks so sick.
Really?
Yeah.
We got this club yesterday from the thrift store. So you guys actually saw me buy that on camera. Let's try it out.
I got it. I lay still with a looming song. I might spend too much time alone, nurturing till it grow full blown. I like losing myself, then I don't say words, just a thought is enough. I see me over you when we touch, coming goes like please body jump. I feel weak on my feet when I'm done. Call me what you wanna. I'll be anyone you want. New skin, crawling, daylight, falling. You say I'll do that's fine. I'm meant to let me go, breaking my spine. Tonight, you're mine.
Alright, but he's off for one swing. Alright, it's the last shot. I'm a little sad because I just spent most of the balls fucking around. But I did piece up some crazy balls. Oh yeah. Beauty, little 175 piece with the 8. And that, my friends, concludes the vlog. By the time you guys see this, the Young LA Black Friday event is tomorrow at 12 p.m. So, code TSPAUL will be worth 30% off. Go get yourself something nice, and if you want to, use my code, you know, always helps me out, supports your boy. I am doing a lot of mental clarity work this week, trying to take different distractions out of my life to fix my mental, and I would encourage you guys to do the same thing. The number one most important thing in this life is how healthy you are up here. So I know you guys always hear me say like the number one most important thing in this life is X, Y, and Z, but they're kind of like topics that I choose to focus on through the weeks. I kind of think of different topics to talk about and discuss with you guys. Finally figured out what we were gonna do for our Christmas special, so get ready for that. And by next video, I will be ready to announce the date and place for the giveaway meetup. So I'm actually super excited about that. I love you, gang. Make sure you remember that. Kevin, you got any last words?
Love y'all, not shit.
And yeah, have a blessed day, night, or evening, wherever you are at. I love you, gang. Peace out.